Okay, good evening, wrestling fans. We're going a little bit early. Evan James is out there. He got a nice takedown just a few moments ago, but he just got cradled and pinned by Shane Navarro. This is our only JV match. And Evan James just got pinned, and I missed the time here in the first period. Wanted to get that on the air for you, so thanks a lot. And our starting lineups. Well, let's just talk about Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today, Equitable Savings and Loans. And Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next projects. And we already got the mat girls out there cleaning up the table. We still have our starting lineups in a moment, but Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with that Western Engineering Consultants. Chad Cox is here at Matt's side tonight, and that's who you want to get a hold of there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's
okay.
welcome your Highland Huskies.
Okay, we're in Alt, Colorado, at the Highland, home of the Highland Huskies. They're ranked number 4 in the state on the team side. And we're going to start, I believe, with 170 pounds. So we'll have Jean-Luc Barkley for Highland going against Cody Lindsay. 182, it'll be Daniel Schaefer of Highland, 13-12 record, going against Gilberto Mendez. And at 195, Clayton Wood for Highland will take on Brush's number 1 ranked Nick Wellen. And at 220, it'll be Carter Jennings for Highland going against number 8 ranked Dominic Ontiveros. And at heavyweight, it'll be Michael Johnson picking up a forfeit win. Michael 12-12 for Highland. So we're about ready for the national anthem. So let's take a short time out. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. We'll try to catch up with the PA guy. 106, it'll be Elias Garcia for Highland against Jose Mayorga from Brush. Marshall Queen stepped in. And we'll bump Josue up against at 113. He's taking on number 10 ranked Jace Harrison. And at 120, it'll be Logan Lewis moving up a weight. He's ranked number 10. He's ranked number 10 at 113. Logan Lewis for Highland. He'll take on Brush's Eric Urbina. At 126, number 4 ranked 2A, Dante Shirkongo, 25-6 on the year. He'll take on Melvin Hernandez. And at 132, it'll be Diego Hernandez, 12-11 on the year, taking on Highlands number 2 ranked Lucas Hefner. We'll talk about him a little more later. And at 138, it'll be number 4 ranked 2A Zach Tittle, 26-6. And he won't have an opponent. Bryce Thomas is out tonight. And at 145, number 3 ranked Jack Ring, 25-9 on the year, will take on Brush's Hunter Ludgate. And at 152, number 6 ranked 2A, Hector Flores of Highland will go against Ty Griffith, a 5-4 freshman for the Beat Diggers. And at 160, we'll finish it off with Greg Coy, 19-12 against Brush's Austin Sisk. If you just tuned in, we'll start out at 170 with Jean-Luc Barkley of Highland taking on Brush's Cody Lindsay. And at 182, Daniel Schaefer, 13-12 on the year, takes on Gilberto Mendez for the Diggers. And at 195, Clayton Wood 17 and 14 on the year, take on brushes. 30 and 1, Nick Wellen, ranked number 1 in the state. And at 220, Carter Jennings will go against Dominic Ontiveros. Ontiveros 24 and 10 on the year, ranked number 8. And at 285, Michael Johnson from Highland will receive a forfeit win. So we're just about to get underway.
Brush and Boy Lindsay, and for Highland, Jean-Luc Barkley.
Okay, that's who we'll have. Jean-Luc Barkley against Cody Lindsay here at 160. Speed figures in their Cardinal singlets. The mat is gray here in Highland with the big circle green and gray in the 10-foot circle. And Highland going in their white singlet tonight with a little H on the thigh and a big H on the side. There's a shot by Jean-Luc Barkley. Lifts it. Cody Lindsay up, dumps him down. 2-point takedown. Just a nice tackle, high lift. And there's a nice twist by Lindsay, but he got dumped to his back. He didn't quite finish his move. And there's going to be a couple of back points there, I think maybe 3, and then another throw. And now Lindsay's on his back again, caught in a headlock. And going chest to chest, and we're going to have an illegal hold, I believe. I'm not sure. Oh, he didn't have a headlock with no arm. So that'll be a penalty point. So it'll be 4-1. But it'll give the free escape. So that'll make it 4-2 as they go on their feet. Jean-Luc Barkley's only a sophomore at 175. Lifts up Zisk and dumps him right to his back. Nope. He got twisted there to his base, but that's another takedown for Jean-Luc Barkley. 50 seconds and counting here in the first period, 6-2. And Zisk tried to switch into Barkley, and he gets dumped back on his back again. And just trying to fight off his back. And about 38 seconds left to go. And Zisk in deep trouble again, and there's the fall. So that'll be at 127 of the match. And Highland will jump out 6-0 over the Beat Diggers. Daniel Schaefer will step out against Gilberto Mendez of the Beat Diggers at 182 pounds. Got the mat light going out there. Just a fluorescent light up about 8 feet tall. Don't get a tall wrestler. Okay. Schaefer and Mendez underway. Gilberto hasn't got a lot of matches this year. Nice little tackle there by Schaefer, and he gets a takedown right at the edge. Highland Husky dragging him back in, and now he's trying to get a cradle going. Mendez trying to base up, stand up, and pop out of there. Trying to switch, but Schaefer comes back with it one-on-one, trying to work that around. Work those wrists, trying to drive him, but Mendez builds a base. Now he's got an arm bar stuck out there. And didn't quite make, yeah, he's got an arm bar in there now. Kind of a chicken wing, a high chicken wing. Real close to being an illegal hold, but the officials, I think he's looking at that. Now he's getting out there, walking that arm bar. And over goes Mendez. He's on his back with 50 seconds and counting here in the first period. Then there's a pin, another pin for the Highland Huskies. And this one comes a minute and 14 seconds into the match. 12-0 for the Highland Huskies. Next up will be Clayton Wood, 17 and 14 on the year. taking on Nick Wellen. Clayton's a sophomore, and we're underway. He's taller than Wellen. They'll stay with the same singlets. Be diggers in their cardinal. Oh, nice little pick, and Wellen has a takedown. He breaks Clayton Wood down. As Wellen's got an arm bar and on that left arm, trying to tighten that up. Got the official between us. Now he comes out with a half from the far side. Now he's trying to walk that arm bar around. Clayton Wood, oh, over he goes. Shoulders are pretty high, but he's picking up back points. Wellen trying to crunch him down here. 1:12 on the clock. And Clayton pops up on the other side, but Wellen's got him around the waist. Kind of a funny hold. But he's going to pick up 3 near fall points. He lets go of that hold. Now Wellen with the cross face, traps that far arm and gets that iron cross or barbed wire, and he's got Clayton Wood on his back again. Picks up a couple back points. Now he's throwing a half Nelson in there, getting chest to chest on Clayton Wood. Nick Wellen going for the pin. 39 seconds and counting, and there's the pinfall. So we'll call that a 123 pin for Nick Wellen unofficially. Makes it 12-6 on the team side as we go to 220 pounds. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need on your way to the big match. That's Stubbs Gas and Oil. Okay, we're underway. 220. Dominic, freshman for the Beat Diggers, weighs about 190. Ranked number 8 in the state at 220 pounds. So Dominic's used to wrestling bigger wrestlers. Carter Jennings, I think he's got a little different singlet. No, that's the right one. Just a big H on the left side and a little H on the right thigh. In green. Of course, the Highland Huskies are green. And a little feint there by Carter Jennings. Now they go ear to ear. And Oliveros backs up into the 10-foot circle. There's a lot of evil eye there. There's a shot by Oliveros. And they're on a single leg. Picks up his opponent, but didn't have the power to lift him up and get, so he come back tied up tight. Double underhook there by Carter Jennings. He gives up on that. And Oliveros is going to push out of that. He'll walk back and toe the line. 38 seconds and counting first period. No score. Yeah, they're banging foreheads. Oliveros kind of pushing into Jennings. They come over here towards the Highland Husky cheerleaders to our right. There's a nice double leg tackle by Oliveros. Just can't quite pull it in. So he gets back out of that. Now they tie up a headlock by Jennings, and Oliveros sags away from that. 6 seconds left and counting. We're going to go into the second period, no score. Oliveros just didn't finish that. I think he felt like he might get crunched down there by the bigger opponent. So Dominic Oliveros on the bottom in the second period. Quick stand up, and he pops up, catches a front headlock, pops around back. And they're going to give him a reversal. Could have been maybe a escape then and a reversal, but we'll call it a reversal. 2 points for Dominic. So he works from the top. They're facing away from us. Jennings trying to set out. Dominic gets an armbar on him. kind of followed him around, slapped on that arm bar, trying to crank it, and it's going to get a little high in it. It's going to stop a potentially dangerous. No signal from a referee. So they'll just restart him with 1:17 second period. Tripoding up is Jennings. Ontiveros trying to hang on to him, and they go over the edge. Ontiveros catches a front headlock on him, throws him by, gets around behind, maintains control, and breaks him down to his knees. And Ontiveros just about gave up the escape. And another, basically a takedown. And Ontiveros working with 44 seconds left and counting. Working a one-on-one. Well, no, he's working 2-on-1 there now. He'll try to get working the arm in a tight waist, near arm tight waist. Do that side drag. Bust Jennings down again. Tries to get that arm bar in there on the right side. But Jennings fights out of that. 15 seconds and counting. Ontiveros got kind of out of that. Oh, there. Now Ontiveros got a 1 count. It's a switch attempt by Jennings, and he got dumped his back for a moment, but he's right on out of bounds, and he'll survive that. Down only 2-0 here. It'll be Jennings' choice in the third period. He's going to take down. Started the duel at 170 pounds. Now we're at 220. Ontiveros working that tight waist, the near arm. Oh, hits that little scissor circle on the left leg. Gets that ankle up in the air. It's a cross face. Then he fights that off. There goes that spiral ride for a moment. Almost locked hands underneath, but didn't do that. Jennings trying to stand up. Ontiveros brings him back down. Jennings base is up. Ontiveros quite a bit smaller. But trying to work that tight waist. And working the near arm a little bit. Now he's got the arm tied up a little better. Gets him broken down, but Jennings gets back up on his knee, head into the mat. Right here in front of the cheerleaders to her right. About 50 seconds left. Jennings trying a little set out, and they'll be out of bounds. 51.1 seconds to go here in the match. Ontiveros up 2-0. Jennings sets Ontiveros in on the right side. And he does a good side drag on him. Works that near arm. Trying to set his arm bar. Jennings fights that off. Now he does a little head lever there. And he's getting it. No, can't quite get that arm bar in there. Jennings pretty powerful. And he's working that tight waist. Trying to pull Jennings into him. And steps over the leg. Now Jennings stands up, trying to walk away. And Ontiveros is going to let him loose. So now it's 2-1. Jennings pushing into Ontiveros. 8 seconds left in the match. As they go forehead to forehead. A little slobber out there on the mat, and that'll be the end of the match. 2-1 victory for the Beat Diggers. In a tough match for Dominic Ontiveros. We get 12-9 on the team side with the brush victory. Michael Johnson will extend their lead 18-9 as Michael Johnson will pick up the forfeit win. We'll drop down to the 106-pounders. Elias Garcia, 14-16 on the year, will take on Marshall Queen. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor. Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor. Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Give them a call. Okay, I hope I got that through the PA guy. Okay, Marshall Queen out there. As they work the wrist ties and push apart. Oh, there's a nice little double leg tackle, and Queen goes down. Garcia's with the takedown, and he's got Queen about rolled over. He's got the half Nelson sunk in there, reverse half, getting chest to chest there. And Queen trying to get out of this mess, gets caught in the cradle now. And trying to fight out of this cradle. Elias Garcia is a junior. And there's a pinfall for Elias Garcia. That comes 48 seconds into the match. Okay. 24-9 on the team side. Okay, Jose Mayorga will step out against Jace Harrison here at 113. Jose is underway. As they go ear to ear, a little hard snap down by Harrison. And it's got a little front headlock on Mayorga. And out to the side, he's got the ankle and he's got the takedown. Jose is down 2-0. Trying to build a base. And Harrison looks like he's trying to put a spladle on there. But got the leg in there deep. Toe tied up. And Jose could have switched one way and then went the other way, and they go out of bounds. This way set, looking to our right towards the Highland cheerleaders. Harrison lifts him up, dumps him down hard. 2-0 for Harrison of Highland. A minute to go in the first period. Josue getting a set out, trying to clear them arms, but they'll be out of bounds. Good action there by Josue. Josue 14-14 on the year. She tries to work off the bottom. Just can't quite do it. Jace Harrison kind of out to the side. Trying to work that near arm. Got the leg hooked there too. Trying to get a hammer lock there, but Jose's having nothing to do with it. He fights that off. And there's a cross face by Harrison. Jose getting out in front a little bit. Just can't quite get clear of Harrison. Now a little roll by Josue. He's got Harrison under him, and we got a reversal to tie it up. And we'll go to second period, tie it up, 2-2. Josue had a pretty good tournament last week. Didn't place, but had several wins. Okay, Josue's going to be in the bottom. And a quick stand up. And try to peel those wrists off by Harrison. And just can't quite get him there, but Harrison's underneath him. But he had kind of a bear hug on him, or had up to 2-on-1, I think, on the wrist. And still got control of Josue. Harrison trying to get that hammer lock out there again. We'll see. Fighting that off for a moment. Harrison kind of staying up high, working the wrists. Now put a big tight waist on. Keeps Josue down flat. About halfway through the match here. We're down about the 1 minute mark of the second period. Josue kind of building his base there. Working on the wrists. Harrison gets a crossface up there and trying to go for a crossface cradle. Gets it locked up on Josue. And Josue doing a good job trying to fight that off. Now Harrison's trying to get out to the side with it. Josue is on his back, giving up some back points. So Harrison got that cradle locked up on him, had him down for a moment. The official on the wrong spot there. There's a break for the beat diggers, and we're going to get some back points as he, 3 of them for Harrison. And he's going to try it again with 15 seconds left here in the second period. Harrison trying to dump him over the top, and Josue in a pickle again. He's going to give up 3 more near fall points at least if he can keep from getting pinned here with a couple seconds left. And we'll get 3 near fall points, and it should be 8-2. And it'll be Harrison's choice. He'll take down. Harrison, the junior. Okay, Josue working from the top, trying to get a leg in there. Yeah, he gets it in there. Josue trying to put a power half on. Take Grapevine in there. Breaks Harrison flat. Josue moving up to 113s. Oh, and he gets bucked off the top, and Harrison's going to pop around behind and get the reversal. He'll make it 10-2. And now Harrison out to the side, gets that cross-face, traps that far elbow. Now he's working for the cross-face cradle. He's got it locked up. He's kind of staying parallel. Josue trying to break that out, but can't. He rolls over. He's giving up some back points again as a kind of spin. Josue's in a pretty tough point there. But Harrison's going to pick up 3 more near fall points. They'll make it 13-2. And we're down to about 50 seconds left in the match. Harrison working the far leg and the crossface. There he goes with that cradle again. Josue kind of hung his head there. Harrison took advantage of that. Josue trying to fight it off by hooking the foot, and over he goes on his back again. 28 seconds and counting. He's trying to bridge out of this. Is Josue trying to fight out of this with 16 seconds left. Still locked up in that cradle. He breaks the cradle. It's going to be 3 more near fall points. That makes it 16-2. And Josue's giving up back points again. It's going to be a tech fall. It depends. I think that's 3 more near fall points. So tech fall for Jace Harrison. Okay, they're saying 28-9 on the team side. So we'll have Eric Urbina going against number 10 ranked on the 2A side, Logan Lewis. Lewis is 11-3 on the year. Eric Urbina 21-10 here at 120 pounds. Lewis quite a bit taller than Urbina. Urbina's not a big 120 pounder by any means. As they fight, a little underhooked by Lewis, and they break apart. Urbina, senior for the Beat Diggers, gets down on one knee and a hand. Trying to stay low against his taller opponent. A little scramble there, and a hard snap down by Lewis. Urbina caught underneath in a front headlock. Now he's getting out there, kind of a bow and arrow cradle, but moving around behind is Lewis for the takedown. Urbina builds a base, tried to hit a switch, but Lewis with a tight waist kind of settled that down. Work over towards the left side of the circle, and they'll be out of bounds over by the score table. 45 seconds left first period. 2-0 for the Highland Husky. Huskies ranked number 4 in the state. On the team side, on a 2A. Tried a little arm bar, but Urbina limp armed out of that, trying to build a base. Lewis looks like he's trying to get an arm in there on the left side. Trying to get the hammer lock back on Urbina. Urbina fighting that off. Trying to peel his wrists free underneath. Now, there goes the hammer lock over the top by Logan Lewis. And Urbina gets caught in a cow catcher, but he's didn't go over. So we're going to have the second period, only 2-0. Urbina's choice. He's going to defer it. And Lewis wants down. And we're underway. Oops. Going to get a caution on the start. I think that's going against Eric. Okay. Urbina. Yep, a little switch attempt by Lewis, but Urbina's staying with him. Gets that little head lever in there, working the right arm. He's got to drop down to a single leg. Lewis kind of trying to stretch him out there. And Urbina popping out the backside. Almost got his head scissored there. Yeah, he's maintaining control. Lewis popping around, and they'll go out of bounds. 30 seconds gone here in the second period. Urbina in on the right side. Tried to chop the arm. Lewis, a big switch, and he's going to come up on top. With the reversal, it goes up 4-0. Urbina tried to hit a switch. Lewis tried to snap him back. Urbina gets down. Trying to base out. Build a little base. Lewis with a little bit of a cross face. Tried to work the arm back there on the left side. He's got a little bit of a half Nelson there. Urbina pulls that off. Now Lewis working the reinforced arm bar for a moment. Yeah, Urbina limp arms out of that. Here comes a cross face from Logan Lewis. And he's got a little cradle on Urbina. And now Urbina's in trouble. Nope. We're going to get a 2 count. Maybe that it gives up 2 near fall points. Now Urbina turns, switches in, gets the single leg. Now he's had a double leg. Now he's just caught underneath there. So he's out of bounds right over by the scores table. Now Urbina's got a single leg. Sets Lewis up. Lewis is going to lift him up, and he'll roll out of bounds. Kind of a somersault look from Urbina. And he'll come back, get settled there on that gray 10-foot circle. Lewis in on the left side. Ties up. Looks like he's trying to get a leg in there. Urbina trying to switch out of that. And we'll go to the third period. 6-0 for the Husky Highland wrestler. And he looks like Eric wants to go neutral. And we're underway. Lewis catches a front headlock on Urbina. Urbina grabs the wrist, stands up, gets out of that mess. Urbina, nice shot in on a single leg. Lewis kind of losing that length. And Urbina's got his head out to the side, trying to get a little pressure, but Lewis is draped over the top, has a knee, and getting that bow and arrow cradle look, and we'll get a reversal by Lewis. Excuse me, a takedown. Started on her feet. Okay, 8-0. 1:10 left in the match. Urbina trying to hip over into Lewis. Lewis fights that off, gets an arm bar in there on the left side. And Urbina Lewis has really tied that arm up, turns it into a hammerlock. He's trying to put that granny on there, reaching up over the left arm and trying to reach underneath and reinforce it. Now he's set that chicken wing in there, and the official's a little behind times because that should have been an illegal chicken wing. But very limp armed out of that, so no harm. And Urbina tries a little roll, but Lewis goes with him. 25 seconds and counting. Urbina down by 8. And Urbina's got a leg hooked up right over here by the cheerleaders. Now both legs. Lewis out of bounds. Urbina pushes into him and he'll be out of bounds. 5.5 seconds left. Urbina's set. Lewis comes in on the right side. Works the near arm, a little roll by Urbina. But Lewis followed him around again. It'll be a major decision for Logan Lewis. And more points, 4 more points for Highland Huskies. It'll be 32-9 as we go to Melvin Hernandez is going to move down to 126. And he'll take on number 4 ranked Dante Cercino, 25-6 on the year. Melvin 8-13 on the year. And they go ear to ear. And forehead to forehead, ear to ear, a little duck under move there by Cercino. They're back giving each other the evil eye there a little bit under that mat light. This looks like a troffer light. No, just double leg tackle by Cercino, and they'll go out of bounds, but gives Cercino the takedown. Dante's easier. And he's going to do the Olympic start. Hands in the back and pushes Hernandez away. So makes it 2-1 for Cercino from Highland. They're kind of giving each other the evil eye again. And there's a shot. Melvin blocks the first one and the second one. And they tie up. We're the near side by the beat digger bench. And a little throw by attempt by Cercino, but Melvin works away from that. Go back in the 10-foot circle. Bobbing and weaving. There's Melvin with a takedown almost. He's got the leg, lifted him up high, dumped him on his rear, but Cercino trying to fight out of this, and he's comes out to the side, gets a leg in there. Melvin fights that off. We'll go out of bounds. That was quite a scramble. A lot of moves there by Melvin. Hernandez staying out of trouble there. Okay, there's a shot by Cercino. Melvin fought that off for a moment. Now Cercino got a single. He's caught underneath. Melvin draped over the top. Melvin a little waist pry there trying to fight off this takedown attempt by Cercino. Now he's going to have to bail out and give Cercino the takedown. And we'll head to the second period, 4-1. Should be Cercino's choice. And he wants down. Melvin moves in on the left side. Single quick stand up. Peels the wrist, turns. Melvin hangs on to an arm. And we get an escape as they worked over the edge. Melvin didn't maintain control. And they go right back forehead to forehead. Break out of that. Now they'll tie up again in a 10-foot circle. Might be a white circle. It's hard to tell. Oh, a little throw, just kind of a arm throw, and Melvin went over on his back. He's on his back getting held down there. Now he's caught in a headlock, and there's the pin. A pretty good looking move by Dante Cercingo as he caught him with that arm throw and then went to the headlock and got the pin. Same 39-9 on the team side. And next one up we wanted to talk about was Lucas Hefner. And his dad, a former bead digger. His grandpa Paul lives in Brush. He's probably up here in the stands somewhere. Okay, Northeastern, when it comes to your future, Northeastern is miles ahead. They're the college that's close to home. Northeastern Junior College. Hefner ranked number 2 in the state. On the 2A side, moved over from, I think, Pooter, one of those schools up by Fort Collins. Him and, nice little single leg tackle there on Diego Hernandez. And we give Hefner the takedown. Diego moving up a weight this week to 132. And Hefner, the tight waist, didn't hook up the arm or anything. Now come put the 2-on-1 here on the left arm. Trying to get an arm bar set in there. Diego trying to fight that off. Now he just pops him over. He gets a 1 count. No, we gave him a 2 count for that. And he's going to give a quick 2-point near fall to Hefner. And they'll come out of bounds right in front of us. Hefner up 4-0. Quick stand up. Here comes a half Nelson. He's running that. But Diego bellies down against that. Now Hefner locks up the arm. Nope. Hefner. Diego popped out of that. Now Hefner gets the arm in, walking that arm around. And Diego somehow gets out of that mess, but he's going to give up a 3-point near fall. Hefner looks like he's working it. Maybe going for a tilt with that 2-on-1. Now he comes back with half Nelson. Diego trying to turn into him, but Hefner throws a half on, rolls him over, and picking up back points again. 15 seconds and counting here in the first period. Hefner up 7-0, and more back points coming. Hefner trying to go for the pin here. He's got a headlock. Kind of step over and stretch him out. Diego Hernandez trying to fight off his back here. He'll survive the period, but give up another 3-point near fall. So it's Diego's choice. And I think we got a little blood time. So the team scores 39-9 on the scoreboard. So while they do that, let's talk about B&B Appliance. B&B Appliance can help you with all your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Check them out at Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. All those great Whirlpool appliances and others. Stop in and check them out. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared for the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Offices in both Brush and Fort Morgan. Okay, Hefner towering over Diego Hernandez. And Hefner gets set on the bottom here to start the second period. And we're underway. Hefner kind of tripoding up, did a little roll to Peterson roll. And has Diego on his back for a moment. Hefner will pop up over the top, and that's a 4-point move for Hefner. 2-point reversal, 2-point near fall with that little Peterson roll. Didn't quite tie him up. Now there's another roll, but Diego rolls through it. And they work over the cheerleader side of the mat. And the official's going to stop it there and restart them. 14-0 for Hefner. Oh, Diego, a quick switch there right off the whistle. And he gets just pancaked right to his back after going for the pin. And so I think we should have had an escape and a takedown there. And Hefner going for the pin. And there's some more back points, 3 more. That should be the tech fall. And they're saying 17-0 on the scoreboard. I'm going to go with 17-1. Well, we'll do there 17-0. Tech fall for Lucas Hefner. Okay, no wrestler for the Beat Diggers at 138. So they're going to have up 6 more near fall points. Or excuse me, 6 more win points. Same as a fall for the forfeit. And it puts it up to 50-9. I don't think Highland's ever got this much of a run on the Beat Diggers. So we'll go to 145 pounds. Zach Tittle, 26-6 on the year. He's also ranked number 4 for the Huskies. Excuse me, Jack. Let me get right, we're in the right spot here. Excuse me, Jack Ring, ranked number 3 in the state. Tittle was the one that got the forfeit win earlier. He's ranked number 4. And Hunter Ludgate is trying to fight off a takedown, but down he goes. Ring got around behind him, lifted him up, dropped him down, and turned him loose. Ludgate with a shot, gets caught in the front headlock, gets popped down, and there's another takedown for Jack Ring. And Ludgate walks right out of the pass. The Ring chases out. Okay, they're going to go back to center and restart. 4-2. 2 escapes for Ludgate. Ring working the elbows, and they'll break apart. There's a little front headlock and just a pop down and turn around, spin around and get the takedown by Ring. Now he locks up 2-on-1 and a little tilt coming, and Ludgate's looking at the mat light here, at the edge of it anyway, and there's a 3-point near fall for Ring. Now Ring's got a half Nelson. Not sure he changed any holds there, but Ludgate's on his back. And there's another 3-point near fall. And they'll be out of bounds. It's 12-2. Number 3 ranked Jack Ring on top. Throwing a double grapevine in on Ludgate. About 10 seconds to go here in the first period. And Ring grabs a wrist, just cranks the arm over, pulls it out, and puts Ludgate on his back again for another 3-point near fall. That's 15-2 as we go to the second period. Ludgate's choice. And he wants top. Hunter Ludgate in on the kind of the left side. Goes over to the right side. And there's a cradle by Ludgate. Locks it up on Ring. And he's got it pretty tight. And over goes Ring. He's on his back. Ludgate's got him there for a 1 count. Maybe a 2 count. He's still got the cradle. And Ring's going to pop out of that. But he's going to give up a 2-point near fall. And looking at the mat lights was Jack Ring. They'll go out of bounds. That'll make it 15-4. So we'll restart. They look to our right towards the Highland cheerleaders, and we're underway. Ring's got a little roll, the Granby roll, and he's going to come up on top for the reversal. And it's 17-4, and Ring's got the arms tied up. And he's got Ludgate there. Now he's got the deep half in there, chest to chest, and Hunter's pinned. But Ed Valent come back there for a moment when he had Ring on his back, but Ring's going to get the pin. Oops, and I missed that. It's into the second period here. So 56-9 on the team points. 56-9. And we got 152 pounds. See why they're ranked number 4 in the state. Hector Flores for Highland. Didn't wrestle last weekend. Goes against Brush's freshman Ty Griffith. Griffith 5-4 on the year. Flores engaged, go out of bounds. And we're back underway. And Griffith didn't work. Kind of had a little tie up there. Now Griffith feints a shot. Flores catches him the front headlock. Griffith backs away from that, spins around, and it could be out of bounds. And we're back underway. Still no score here at 152. Only one more match to go. And Flores, he kind of shot in and lost his balance, went down to the knee, but yeah, they go forehead to forehead again. Working for that inside control. There's Flores, feints a shot, a little underhooked by Griffith. Flores shoots and they go out of bounds. They get stalling warning on Griffith. I'm not sure about that call, but they're working right in the 10-foot circle. A little duck under, nice little move by Flores to get the takedown. And he ties up, so he may be trying to set up a tilt on Griffith. We're going to have 2-on-1. Keeping that shoulder in the back, working the wrists underneath. Well, looks like he's going to try to get a rooster tail there. Griffith gets his near arm free. 15 seconds left here in the first period. 2-0. And Griffith on the bottom, but just kind of building a better base there. Hector Flores will take the 2-0 lead here in the second period. Flores is going to take the down position. It's his choice. Griffith in on the left side. Flores just stands up, pushes him away. And Flores shoots, driving into him. And oh, wait. No, they were on their feet. Okay, now 3-0. And we go back forehead to forehead. Oh, a hard snap down by Flores. Spins around behind. Griffith pops up, goes back, kind of backpedals and got away from that takedown attempt by Flores. And they work for that inside control. And Flores tries to throw him by, and there he gets a little throw right here to the edge. And they'll be too far out of bounds. And we'll restart. 1:15 counting on the clock. Second period. We'll go forehead to forehead. He's still fighting for that inside control. Going ear to ear now. Flores really pushing. And Griffith kind of fought off that little bit of a drive, and then go back to the 10-foot circle and start all over forehead to forehead. Flores tried a little snap down. Griffith didn't fall for that. Now a little snap down. Now Griffith catches a little underhook on Flores. Flores just pops around behind him and gets the takedown. Flores with the elbow in the back of the neck and not doing anything with it. Like at 10 seconds left. Now Flores just reached down and rolled him over on his back. And he's picking up some back points. And there's only 2-point near fall for Flores. 3 seconds left, and the official's going to call him out of bounds. Okay, we'll head to the third period. Flores up 7-0. And Ty Griffith will take the down position. And Flores wants to give him the escape. So he gets his first point of the match, make it 7-1. Forehead to forehead. Little hand slapping, little pummeling for inside control. Little snap down attempt by Flores, catches the front headlock, spins around behind Griffith, and snaps him down and gets the takedown. Griffith trying to get those wrists free. And Flores will give up on the wrist for a moment, trying to get that hand tied up underneath. And staying parallel. Let's see what they're doing. They're fighting for that wrist control. Kind of in the dark there where we can't see him. He's got the left arm tied up underneath the stomach with his right arm. And Griffith can't build a base very well from there. He's down trying to peel that wrist free. Clock down to about 45 seconds in the match. 9-1 for the Highland wrestler, Hector Flores. Oh, and there's a little stack attempt that Griffith fought that out. And Hector with the elbow in the back of the head again. Ty Griffith caught underneath. We're inside of 20 seconds to go here. Griffith's lost his arm. Well, now Flores trying to walk him over with the arm bars. Got him stacked up pretty good with 3 seconds left. But Griffith's going to fight out of that. He give up a 3-point near fall. But the crowd liked that match. And Ty Griffith lasted the distance. It'll be 60-9. The Meat Diggers with 2 wins, one by Nick Wellen, one by Dominic Ontiveros. Now we go to Greg Coy. Greg 19-12 on the year, taking on Brussels Austin Zisk. And we're underway. Coy, a sophomore. And he makes this, a nice little shot. Just fights that off. This looks pretty small out there compared to him. Just in body size, about the same height. And this gets caught in the front headlock. But now as this was shot, a little double underhook like Coy. And they go back on their feet right under the mat light. A little head tapping going on, and evil eye. Now they'll tie up, rub foreheads. Little duck down, nice little single leg try by Coy, but a good sprawl by Zisk. He tries to shoot under, but gets a little underhook, and they'll just break apart. 45 seconds and counting. First period, no score. This will be our last match of the night. Forehead to forehead. Now they'll break apart. So they both shoot at once, and Zisk got caught on his hands and knees, and Coy squirts around behind him and gets a takedown. And here comes a half Nelson. Coy out the side, picks the knee and gets chest to chest with a reverse half, and going for the pin here, and there it is. Ugly night for the Beat Diggers. A big pin win here at 56 seconds to the match, roughly, for Craig Coy. 66-9. The Beat Diggers get thumped by the number 4 ranked 2A team, the Highland Huskies. We'll be back in 3 minutes on the Eastern Plains Sports Network and 1010 KSIR. Okay, welcome back to Highland High School here in Alt, Colorado. And the Beat Diggers lose the duel. No, what did I do? 66-9 after that last pin. Kind of ugly, but we started off at 170 pounds. Jean-Luc Barkley with a 127 pin over Cody Lindsay. And at 182, Daniel Schaefer with a 114 pin over Gilberto Mendez. At 195, Nick Wellen at a 123 pin over Clayton Wood. And at 220, it was Dominic Ontiveros winning 2-1 over Carter Jennings of Highland. And it was all downhill for the Beat Diggers. At 285, Michael Johnson of Highland picked up a forfeit win. At 106, Jose Mayorga, Jose moved up to 113. At 106 was Marshall Queen losing by a pinfall in 48 seconds to Elias Garcia. And at 113, Jose Mayorga lost a technical fall to Jace Harrison. And at 120, Gary Turbino went against number 10 ranked at 113, Logan Lewis. And Lewis with the victory there. And then at 126, Dante Chirongo with a pin over Melvin Hernandez. And we move to Lucas Hefner, ranked number 2 in the state at 132 pounds. He went against Russia's Diego Hernandez, a tech fall 17-0. And at 138, Big Diggers got a forfeit win to no wrestler Bryce Thomas, not out there tonight. And at 145, Jack Ring pinned Hunter Ludgate in the second period. And that came after Ludgate had him on his back there for a 2-point near fall, but couldn't get the pin. And at 152, Hector Flores of Highland won a major decision over Ty Griffith, make it 60-9. And then at 160, it was Greg Coy, 56-second pin over Brush's Austin Sisk. And with that, it was 66-9 with the Highland Huskies winning the duel over the Brush Beat Diggers. And of course, I want to talk about Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch options to make a day better. They're at 921 Edison Street in Brush. All kinds of goodies in there. And Colorado Plains Medical Center. CPMC's experienced physicians and highly trained staff make your hometown hospital the place for expert quality care. CPMC. helping communities thrive. And Morgan Community College. Morgan Community College is there to make your dreams become a reality for the traditional students and the non-traditional, ones my age maybe. But you need some education, a little better job. Stop by Morgan Community College or get online with them and check out what they've got for you at Morgan Community College. AC Ice, crystal clear ice, good for any drink at any time of the year. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store in northeastern Colorado today. And 21st Century Equipment. All the John Deere equipment for your operation is 21st Century Equipment in Sterling and Fort Morgan. Okay, and our post-match visit here was brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center, proud supporter of all our area athletes. They'll serve you with all your home, farm, and ranch supplies. 3 locations to serve you, Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan. Well, that pretty much wraps it up from here. As Bee Diggers lose 66-9. Victories by Nick Wellen and Dominic Monteveros. And we'll be back next week, Friday afternoon, on the Eastern Plains Sports Network and KSIR with regional coverage. We'll tune in next Friday, and we'll see you then. So good night from Highland High School here in Old Colorado.